So, with today and tomorrow left at this transfer window, where are we in terms of what we're going to be doing? Hello and welcome to this video. I much appreciate you being here. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Tomorrow is deadline day. We are doing a 7 p.m. stream till 9. Then it'll be over on to 30 bot for the Talking Wednesday transfer special podcast. A live one, so join up for that. But please subscribe, like, and do all that good stuff. So, let's start with outgoing first, right? So, Michael Smith and Callum Patterson are two names that have been linked with moves away. Now, apparently, Michael Smith had it that he trained on the morning of the Grimsby game, and then him and Danny Rule had a good conversation. And spoke about what they might want to do and see how they get on. He spoke about how he was great in the second half of the transfer window and how he wanted to do. Now, apparently, Wrexham are still interested in Michael Smith, and other clubs are interested as well. But the standoff in the deal remains unsolved. I'm guessing that's going to be money-wise. Maybe we're racking too much. Maybe there's a issue there. There's an issue on the Michael Smith deal as somehow. I personally now is quite firmly in the camp. We keep Smith. I think he offers us something different that we don't have if we don't get that person we want. So, let's go with Patterson then. So, apparently, Danny spoke to the media after the Grimsby game. He went, Callum knows where he is. This is always what I try to do. Sometimes as a manager, it's really hard to be honest with them, but he played well. He scored twice. He's worked hard for the team. This is what I demand, and it is also what he demands for himself. We take positives such as the game again and look forward. There was talk about Marvin Johnson going, but he looks like he's staying now. And while there was a possibility of pitcher going on loan, it looks like he's expected to stay. But other young players are available to loan moves as well. But you've got to remember, many of the young players can go to non-league clubs after the deadline. So let's have a look at what we are looking to bring in next then, shall we? So Sheffield Wednesday are looking in the Premier League market. They're trying to get people in, and we're trying to make sure it's the right thing. Now, I think we're looking for a left-sided centre-back and possibly a striker. Now you let Bailey go. Another midfielder would be nice, but a centre-back and striker, I think that's what we're kind of after. Now, with the Brighton lad going to Pompey, that one's now dead in the water. You need to look at different players to come in. Now, here's the thing for me, right? With this stage of the window, everybody's hitting up every Premier League club going, I want this player, is he available? We are going to be really having to do well and make a good pitch. Now, Danny said he wants an impact player rather than a 13 player, so somebody who can come off the bench. Last week, Danny also said these kind of players that, especially in English market, Premier League or Championship, they always cost a lot of money, and we have to do really well to get them in. Hopefully, we can find the net player for our squad, and I'm positive about that, which is good. The fact that he says he was positive about what we are looking at is good. I really want to see this happen a lot. The more this happens, the better. But yeah, hopefully that could happen soon. So what could we bring in? Like I said, they're still looking at a left-footed defender. There's options, and there's no specific names, I cannot say that word, at this stage, and not on short supply. So we are looking to see what happens with it. But at the end of the day, we got to be smart with who we bring in. It's got to be right for us. And here's the thing. If that's what you bring in and that's all you bring in, then fantastic. We've had a fantastic window. But I think we still probably need a bit more up top, but that's me being greedy. So, Danny said at the end of Tuesday night, I think it's always good when I do not speak about transfers and how close or how not close. I didn't speak about Jay Charles, and now it's done. this is also my learning, not to give too much expectation now. I say 100% certain and confirmed. We always look to the squad on which areas we can improve. From this point, we go forward, we see what we can do. And I think that's really smart of Danny to say, because at the end of the day, Danny has sometimes given it away with when he speaks to people, with how he looks and he smiles. People will go, he got a nap of poker face. I have said the same. Now, we have got to make sure this is completely the right deal, whatever we bring in now. Because once this is done, we then got to pick a 25-man squad. I still think we probably only got one, maybe two slots available that we can realistically tap into. So that's something I think we've got to be mindful of, that we have to try and work in those parameters. Now, I generally think I'm looking forward to seeing what Wendy can bring in. I just am. I think there's a part of me that thinks this is going to be a good little end of the window. It can be busy. I like us to have it that come 9 o'clock, when the business is all done, we don't have to talk about it for like the rest of the evening. But knowing Wednesday from old, that ain't going to happen. Like, generally, that ain't happening at all. We are in a position where in the past we have gone until the "don't go to bed just yet" tweet, because we got another one in. We have been known to be that club that does that. So personally, I generally think we need to be smart with what we bring in, but I want a lot of business done as a fan before the end of the close of the transfer window. Ideally, I want it done, but realistically, I don't think that's going to happen. You kind of want to be sat, you kind of want them sat planning the next January transfer window with targets instead of trying to finish it now and be, we're finished, we're going to plan for next one now and go from there. Let's see if we can get the players in that we couldn't get in last time. That kind of thing you want to try and do. But we have already brought in 10 players, 11 players now. We've got 2 loans in, which is great. Remember, both Shea and Beadle count towards your 25-man squad because they're loans, even if they are under the 20 rule. And I just hope we bring in the right net person for this squad and what Danny wants. He wants impact players, so you're coming off the bench a little bit, or you're coming in to get sorted. Like, that's the kind of thing. I think you look at Shea Charles, it's what if one's a rotation for Chalobah or vice versa. He plays and then Chalobah rotates in. I think that's the kind of play we are looking at with him. So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what Sheffield Wednesday bring in net, because it's going to be so interesting where we go, who we bring in, what the kind of link we've got. Remember, we've got a good relationship with Man City. Do we turn around to Man City and go, hey, Man City, got any left-sided young centre-backs that you want to improve? We'll take them on first season, and like that kind of thing. And we've got a good relationship with Man United as well, so don't forget there's those 2 avenues which you could go to. So let's see where we are, but it's going to be a fun next 2 days.